Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Just yeah, that's better. So this project I am working on right now is a robotic arm, and I think this is my first time making it. Yeah, this is my first time making it. I'm gonna show you the design now. It's really basic. It is just a hand. It's just my arm. Though there is a difference. So usually the arm is one ball and socket joint, a link, a revolute joint, which is our elbow, and the fuck is the joint called? I don't remember what the joint is called, but this link also moves in a angular kind of way. Okay, so let's just call it torsion. This is just torsion, and then individually your fingers move, but on a tight budget, actually no budget, because I've been using all the things that I already have at my home and the most minimal tools you can find and gather, obviously. Also, I don't have a 3D printer, though I know CAD modeling and 3D modeling. I don't think I would be using much 3D printed parts. I actually haven't 3D printed anything in my entire life. Anyway, moving on. I'll show you the design. Okay, so this is the design. Basic one. This is the link. There comes the revolute joint, which is the elbow part. This is the palm, obviously, which is I think I would be modifying this because of the size of the servo, or I don't know. I'll just figure it out on the way. This is the hand, which will work on a pulley mechanism, and I think for the pulley mechanism I will be using a brake cable or a nylon thread maybe. Okay, so for the arm there is obviously going to be a few servos. I am sticking to just two, and probably I will add more when I work on the shoulder, but for now it is just this link, the servo, another link, and probably a servo here. For the servo, I'm using this MG995 metal gear one, because obviously a higher torque, and plastic gears are really shit. Yeah, that's just it. I don't have a 3D printer, and for now my goal is to sync this motion all the way through here. So basically like a single axle. Yeah, this like this, a single axle. So I would be making a housing for this. I will be using aluminum strips, scrap aluminum strips. This is actually 1 inch, I guess, but based on thickness of this servo motor, it is 20 centimeter this way, 40 centimeter this way. And don't mind me, I do use both the units of measurement interchangeably, and it usually works in my case. So my plan is to make a housing like this. Then I would be marking the exact same position, which is for this, but on this side. And apparently it would work as a pseudo axle. I don't know, I call it. Maybe it's a real term, but I don't know. But yeah, for now that is my goal. Let's go. Okay, so after cutting myself, burning my fingertips, I've come to this. But yet I still can't drill through this piece of shit rod. It's really strong. So I was thinking I would just duct tape it maybe. Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay, so now that I've duct taped it, kinda looks promising. Also the 2 screws I screwed in seem to be helping. And if I didn't explain you this is basically a housing. Okay, I maybe have explained it in the post-production. So around this axis I have made a pseudo axle here. Also, if I may have not explained this, in robotics it is actually called a revolute joint, sort of like a hinge. This, so this only revolves around one axis and in one plane. So I think about its degree of freedom is just 1 out of 3 something. And yeah, okay, so I've completed this revolute joint for now, and I have screwed this to this part which I fabricated just right now over there. And my stupid ass forgot to record it. Anyway, this is what I was telling you about. This is I made a pseudo axle. So now this acts as a single piece and it rotates flawlessly now. To be honest, this is my very first time doing this, but not my first time actually fabricating stuff from scratch. As you can see, here is the piece that's actually upper part of the exosuit I've been working on for the last 6-7 months. I think I've been procrastinating. Here's the leg under the table. I haven't touched this since April 12th, 13th, before Comic-Con. This was my actual plan for Comic-Con, but I did not go through with it because it is still not complete. Anyway, moving on. I was telling you about my successful revolute joint. This is still imperfect. Like, I fabricated this piece to the housing for the pseudo axle, but unfortunately I couldn't find the right type of screws, so I have not screwed anything here. And this I did a very good jugaad. I don't know what you call that in English. I think I will paste a screenshot in the final cut here. The second part of this skeleton bone rod, I will be attaching it here in the same way I did this one, I guess. Obviously with the duct tape, because this shit is really strong. I don't have the right drill bits, and you've seen I don't even use a drill. I use Dremel. That's not actually a real Dremel though. Anyway,